I'm going to share something with you that I see very few people do. This is very, very, seafood dam lock methodologies. Something that I've done over the years, no one else does. It's unconventional because it contradicts what most people believe and what most people do. And it's not what you think. So at the very basic level, we want to be as referable as possible. Yes. And then a one level up is we are using scripts, we are using tactics to get more referrals. Now let's take it one step further and let's talk about strategically, how do you get that? This is where we go into how do you get referrals without asking. Now, when I share these secrets with you, it will seem very obvious. Again, no one does them. With so many people I've mentored, I'm telling you, people don't do them. Because it requires some extra effort. And they wonder why they don't get referrals because they're not willing. Oh, that seems like a lot of work. That seems like a lot of things. Well, that's why you don't get referrals. If we do the same shit that everybody else does, we get the same results. If you want to get a different result, especially when it comes to referrals, knowing how valuable that is to your business, we got to do some stuff that no one else does. Like, how could you expect to get a different outcome when you do the same thing as what everybody else does? My whole business career, I've been able to accomplish what I've accomplished because my willingness to defy the norm, to do things that people are not willing to do. Let's talk a little bit about the 3 referral barriers to turbocharge your income. Because once you understand not just the reasons why people don't get referrals, but also the mental barriers that you face, as well as your referral partner, also they face, these 3 barriers. And you see why the referral secrets I'll share with you could help you overcome those things. So let's set the stage. Barrier number 1. There's a good reason for being uncomfortable using the old referral methods. It's like, hey, here's some business cards, hand out my business cards, that sort of things, right? Because referral makes both you and the client uncomfortable. Think about, you're not comfortable asking for the referrals. They are not comfortable giving you the referrals because there's that risk element. I'll go into it. Think about what we're asking. Why we should not ask for the sale, we should ask for setting up the appointment and making the introduction. You're asking a happy paying client to give you something in the form of a connection, a relationship they have with someone else. I call that relational capital. Write this down. Think about when they refer someone, what they're actually doing is they're giving you some of their relational capital. Now, in my case, my relational capital is worth way more than financial capital. The higher the level you go, the higher of the level that people you talk to, they make their money from relational capital. Easy to get financial capital if you have relational capital. So treat that as relational capital. The whole thing will make a lot more sense. Then you'll know actually what you're asking for them to do. You're taking value from the relationship with the client because you're taking relational capital from them. So you're asking them to take risk and swallow some risk, because if you mess up that referral, it's the relationship that will suffer. And there's virtually no upside to your client. Why we need to talk about what's in it for them? Because there's no upside to them. There's only downside, except the feeling good if you do a good job. Depends on what other compensations that you have for them, or what other perks or what other benefits that you provide, right? So understand that's actually what's stopping them, the risk. Because you're asking them to risk their relational capital to you. What do you give in return? That's the problem. That's the fundamental problem. Referral barrier number 2, you're essentially asking your client to send someone they care about into a sales meeting with you, and people hate to sell. People don't like salespeople. People don't like to sell. I have mentees who are closers who don't like to sell. Forget the referral partners. So we're asking them to do what we don't even like to do, or we're not super good at yet. There's the built-in sales pressure in every referral, because as a referral partner, I don't like to sell, right? And you're asking me to sell. You're asking me to pick up the phone. That's a big ask. Like, this is where I need you to understand where they're coming from. Yes? You need to understand that's where they're coming from. Because when you understand it, we can overcome it. Instead of underestimate what we're asking. Oh, just make your introduction. What's the big deal? It's a big deal. You're asking them to take a risk. You're asking them to do selling that they don't like to sell. It's a big deal. So let's overcome that, right? Because the first interaction you're asking for is usually a one-on-one meeting. Could be on the phone, could be in person with the potential client. So this pressure prevents happy clients from taking action to refer you, even though they like you, even though they trust you, even though they want to refer, they don't like to sell and they don't want to take the risk. How many of you in your life, you have people that you like? Vendors, service providers. Maybe you've been buying from them for a long time and yet you still hesitate to refer. Think about your own life. Why? Exactly that. People that you buy from, people that you like and you trust and you don't refer. And you know how to close. And you still are reluctant to do it because of this barrier. What we're asking our client to do is simply fucking hard. Hard. So if you stop and think about it, we want our clients to become unpaid, untrained sales force. They find prospects for you. And the most difficult task in any business, in every business, is prospecting for new clients. And we're asking our happy, paying clients to be unpaid and untrained sales force. Most professionals don't enjoy doing it, closing, and aren't as effective as they would like to be. And yet we expect our untrained, paying clients to prospect for us. So the old way of doing it puts all of the prospecting burdens on your clients. What we want to do is to remove those burdens. And that's what nobody does. Referral barrier number 3. Let's say now you've asked your client to refer you 3 people, right? They've agreed and they've even identified the 3 people to refer to you. Here's the problem. Now your client must have 3 sales-like conversations to convince those clients, potential clients, to take the high commitment step of meeting with you or getting on the phone. That's the biggest challenge. So think about that. Even they say yes, even they've identified 3 people. Now I gotta do 3 sales calls. It's like a 3-way call. It's challenging. It's a little bit more challenging. So not only we need to be well prepared on our end, we need to educate them on how to best introduce. So what can we do to solve this? Okay. So if you're naturally good at closing, this may never occur to you. But think about your clients. Are they good closers? Are they comfortable selling? Is it an easy conversation or is it a difficult conversation for them? And you can almost guarantee it's going to be a difficult conversation for them, right? 3 barriers, big problem, is the solution. The key is making the whole process easier for your clients, not harder. We make it easier for the clients to refer. So instead of asking for a high commitment step, you've got to replace the sales meeting with a low commitment and high value first step. And as I share this with you, you will see, oh, wow, yes. See if you do most of this. Now you know why. Now you know why. Why I position in a certain way. Why I have certain marketing initiatives. Because I want to stimulate referrals, I want to have a very low commitment and high value step, right? That's the key. When you ask, that's high commitment because they got to think, they got to call, they got to set up the meeting. Low value or no value because there's no upside for them. Let's switch. Let's do low commitment, high value. Let's change the game.